like it. Raptors, cool. Ah, nice. Yeah, you're a Bengals fan? Cool. Yeah, I like the Bengals too. Yeah, I've always been a fan of the Bengals. So. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Love you, Mom and Dad. Welcome to the Charltons. Welcome to the originals. You guys are you guys are enjoying the show. Yeah, we're going to play some original music for you. I'm going to play my father's music after I hit myself with this microphone. And yeah, we're going to have another musician playing later tonight and also a director. So a lot of good stuff going on. Yeah. All right, we're going to start off the show. I'll be playing a song. I wrote the song with my father. It's called Please Say. He wrote the lyrics and I wrote the melody. And together we came together to make this song. Hopefully you guys will like it. Girl, when I'm holding you, the world seems so brand new. Everything is just a dream, and I can only dream of you. Girl, when you're in my arms, I love all your charms. You take me far away with those sweet words that you say. Please say you love me. Please say you do. Please say you love me. Bright eyes filled with love, angels who smile above. You do so much to me, girl, your love is gold to me. I'll follow where you lead, your smile is all I need. These are the sweetest words my ears have ever heard. Please say you love me, please say you do. Please say you love me. Please say you do. Please say you love me. Please say you do. Please say you love me. Please say you do. Girl, when I'm holding you, the world's so brand new. Everything is just a dream, and I can only dream of you. Girl, when you're in my arms, I love all your charm. You take me far away with those sweet words that you say. Please say you love me. Please say you do. Please say you love me. Please say you do. Please say you love me. Please say you do. Please say you love me. Please say called Please Say. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. So these are all original songs we'll be jamming for you. This next one I'll play for you. It's called Woman, Queen, Run. It's got a pretty cool story. My dad's a songwriter, and I play his music out. And this song, he wrote this when I was a kid. He wrote this on April 6, 1987. And my father wanted to challenge himself to a songwriting. So we had a globe in the house, and he spun the globe, and he stopped it with his finger. And wherever that landed, he was going to write a song about that. And of all the places, it landed on Mississippi, so he wrote a song about a shrimp boat. So it's called Woman, Queen, Run. Woman, queen, run to that northern Mississippi. Run that shrimp boat south to the mouth of the Mississippi. We were making good time till we stopped outside of Jeffrey's. It's a woman each time that sinks a floating vessel. Ride that woman, queen, run, and I'll always think about you. Stars shining above, but they'll never shine like you do. Once tasted your love, now only think about it. A port for your love and a harbor light to guide you. Battle the seas, but the damage can be harder. Brought to my knees by a woman who was colder. She walked a vision, a lady, yes indeed. She stole my poor heart and left me here to bleed. Ride that woman, queen, run, and I'll always think about you. Stars shining above, but they'll never shine like you do. Once tasted your love, now only think about it. A port for your love and a harbor light to guide you. It's called Woman, Queen, Run. Hope everybody's safe and well out there. We love everybody. Thank you for watching, Jamie. Hope you're doing well up there in Athens or down there or over there. I don't know, wherever there is compared to here. And then, yeah, love you, Mom. Love you, Dad. Thank you guys for watching. This next song I'm going to play for you is called Faraway Angel. There is a ongoing Kickstarter right now. If you want to check out Kickstarter, Faraway Angel Round 2. I would like to make a music video for this song, and I can do that with your help if you're interested in donating to that. There's a cool storyboard that I've drawn. It's a comic book. What we want to do is we want to take this song and we want to make a music video where it all takes place in a Frankenstein lab, and Frankenstein's trying to bring a beautiful woman to life, but he keeps messing up and he can't make it happen. But you can make it happen if you donate to Faraway Angel Round 2 on Kickstarter. You can also check out the comic book version we're trying to make on my website, jackassofalltrades.net. So there you go, some homework for you. In the meantime, here's the live version of Faraway Angel. I've seen the morning sun breaking off a gentle wave. I can almost hear your voice, living in the time I saved. Every night is lonely time, thinking of the days when you were mine. Why you left stays on my mind, darkness gets a royal shine. Far away angel, your roaming spirit's free. Take a hard look at what you done to me. Only love can heal this hurt in me. Far away angel, come home to me. I wanna hold you now, just to kiss your lips again somehow. I can almost see your face, then it disappears without a trace. I guess I got a thing for you. I'll be sad and I'll be blue, spending days and nights with you, but only in my mind. Far away angel, your roaming spirit's free. Take a hard look at what you done to me. Only love can heal this hurt in me. Far away angel, come on to me. Far away angel, your roaming spirit's free. Take a hard look at what you done to me. Only love can heal this hurt in me. Far away angel, come home to me. Far away angel, come home to me. Far away angel, come home to me. All right, it's called Far Away Angel. How you doing, Jordan? Hey, happy Cowabunga to you, Jordan. Hopefully you're doing well where you are. Yeah, if you want to check that out, you can check out on Kickstarter, Far Away Angel Round 2. And if you'd like to donate to help make that music video happen, that would be great. And if you'd like to follow along. And we've actually, my friend Barrett Roth, a incredible person and guitar player, sound engineer, he's actually releasing, we've got a jazzed up version of that song, Far Away Angel, we'll be releasing on Halloween this year. So in a couple weeks away, you'll be able to hear that. And follow along again on the Kickstarter, Far Away Angel Round 2. All right, this next song my dad wrote in 1987. It's called Southern Nights. Pool halls and southern nights, good old boys drinking hard tonight, jukebox playing all night long, rock and roll rhythm to a country song. And I'm sure the beer will flow and angels surely roam. Me and the boys can take our share back home. If I find I'm running shy, there won't be tears, 'cause I won't cry, 'cause I don't want nobody to hold me anymore. 20 on the table and 5 to cover. Beer on the house if you can't find a lover. There's a cost 'cause there ain't been no cover. Just spend your time on the nights to love her. And I'm sure the beer will flow and angels surely roam. Me and the boys can take our share back home. If I find I'm running shy, there won't be tears, 'cause I won't cry, 'cause I don't want nobody to hold me anymore. Another round for the boys and me. Set 'em up and just let 'em be. They've been working hard digging land, and no one stops and tries to understand. But I'm sure the beer will flow and angels surely roam, and the boys can take our share back home. If I find I'm running shy, there won't be tears, 'cause I won't cry, 'cause I don't want nobody to hold me anymore. 'Cause I don't want nobody to hold me anymore. Thank you very much. All right. It's called Southern Nights. All right, this next one we'll play for you. My father wrote this about my grandfather. It's called These Old Boots. These old boots, they were my daddy's. This old hat would shield the rain. His old watch just keeps on ticking, and I got my daddy's name. I can almost hear him talking, I can sometimes see his face. My daddy's home in heaven's grace. This old chair was like his castle, Daddy didn't waste his dreams. He used to say the simple things are the only things that mean. What you put in what you're doing is exactly what you'll get. He never took a sucker's bed. In these boots he walks afar, down every rocky road. The soles are once thin to take that shift and load. These boots have seen a lot, much more than I might know. Daddy, how I miss you so. This old pocket knife is rusty, but it meant so much to him. I remember when he climbed the tree to put my initials in. It's the apple tree he planted, hope he sees it from the sky. Looking at these old boots makes me cry. In these boots he walks afar, down every rocky road. The soles are once thin to take that shift and load. These boots have seen a lot, much more than I might know. Daddy, how I miss you so. In these boots he walks afar, down every rocky road. The soles are once thin to take that shift and load. These boots have seen a lot, much more than I might know. Daddy, how I miss you so. Daddy, I can't let you go. It's called These Old Boots. It's pretty interesting. The last line of each verse in that song ends with D-A-D, Dad. So, and then a couple of those things, that's all like real life stuff my dad was writing about. That line, he never took a sucker's bet, was because Super Bowl III, Joe Namath. My grandfather was not a fan of Joe Namath, but he was a fan of the 20 points they gave him with the Jets. So he took that, and he won big time on that. And yeah, he won some pretty good money on that, and he loved Joe Namath after that. So there you go. We can all change. There you go. This next song I'll play for you. I didn't bring the right coffee mug, but there's a sticker. You can see it on the toilet if you are interested in going to the men's restroom. There's a Stein sticker. It's a little voodoo-looking guy on various things around here. And what that is I actually drew that for my dad. My dad used to work at the shipyard, Newport News Shipyard Building. And when you work there on his printouts, his name's James Edward Von Stein. And he was the only person with those initials that worked there. So on his badge, it said Jevoo. And on his printouts, it said Jevoo, Javoo, sounded like a voodoo guy to me, young me. So my dad needed a logo, so he asked me to draw him a logo. So I thought Javoo sounded like a voodoo guy. So I drew a little voodoo guy for him. And because of that, my dad was so inspired that he actually wrote a song about the Voodoo Man. He's actually written a few songs about the Voodoo Man, but this was the first Voodoo Man song. This is called Voodoo Man. Stood there looking across the bay. What could be a mysterious way? The clouds were low and the sky was dark. Swear I saw it all come apart. Heard the crash and I saw the fire. The sky lit up when it fueled the fire. In the dark the sky seemed red, 'cause the fuels kept the fires fed. Is it true that the Voodoo Man is the reason that the world turns upside down every season? Is it something that the Voodoo Man believes in? Voodoo has its magic, there's no reason. Heard the screams echo in the night, the voodoo siren when it takes to flight. Never stop when the voodoo's right, it takes the heart from a lonely night. On the water you could see the heat, rising up like a dust from the street. On a night when the sky tasted sweet, the Voodoo Man brought the world to its knees. Is it true that the Voodoo Man is the reason that the world turns upside down every season? Is it something that the Voodoo Man believes in? Voodoo has its magic, there's no reason. Is it true that the Voodoo Man is the reason that the world turns upside down every season? Is it something that the Voodoo Man believes in? Voodoo has its magic, there's no reason. All right, it's called Voodoo Man. And yeah, that came from a drawing and a couple of minds. All right, this next song we'll play for you. It's October 17th, so it's not quite my parents' anniversary. October 19th is my parents' anniversary. My dad's written a couple of songs on October 19th, and this is one of them. It's called Honky Tonk Highway. It's a honky-tonk night, the neon is calling, I'll be crying all night when I start falling. I'll be searching for you while the jukebox is playing. Another memory of you that I'll be replaying. Waitress, bring me a drink. I don't really care what, as long as I think the hurt doesn't hurt much. There's been nothing but rain. I've not seen the sun much. So please ease my pain with a smile and a soft touch. Honky tonk highway, I'm riding you home. I've got a lot of miles that I'll be alone. The neon is flashing, the memories of you, and I'll drink them up like I always do. Another pool game or two, and then I start fighting, as white as the cube, my memories enlightened. We play every night where the neon is bright. Now I'm lonely tonight, and nothing feels right. Honky tonk highway, I'm riding you home. I've got a lot of miles that I'll be alone. The neon is flashing, these memories of you, and I'll drink them up like I always do. Honky tonk highway, I'm riding you home. I've got a lot of miles that I'll be alone. The neon is flashing, these memories of you, and I'll drink them up like I always do. Yes, I'll drink them up like I always do. It's called Honky Tonk Highway. So in 2 days, that will be 17 years old. So happy birthday, Honky Tonk Highway. Got an incredible lineup of entertainment for you. After I perform, we'll have Ryder Dan from Ryder Dan and the Highside perform his music. We got Chiken Green talking about directing. And then we got stand-up comedy. We're going to have Stephen Jones, Joshua Harris, and Andrew Chance. So we got 3 comedians coming up for you. For the time being, what we'll do is we'll jump back into the music. This song's called Streets of Chicago, and I did a Kickstarter for my dad previously to make a music video for this song. So if you want to find that, you can actually go online. If you just want to go to YouTube, Von Stein, Streets of Chicago, you get to see a really cool music video that was made with more than anything, it was made with love. So if you want to see love accomplish something, check that out. In the meantime, here's the live version of it. In the streets of Chicago, in the middle of a black alley night, I could hear people talking. I can hear their voices all damn night, through the mist by the streetlights. So a face I might recognize, second glances, right feelings. There was something magic in those eyes. Every city's got the darkness in its eyes. Late at night you can hear the lonely people cry. And as I watch the darkness settle in, I know I'll see a new day once again. As I lit up my last cigarette, came the thought of tomorrow. Run the streets like a lonely soul, gotta jump on tomorrow. All my friends, they are shadows, little seams that split the night. You're alone in the shadows, all my dreams are an endless flight. Every city's got the darkness in its eyes. Late at night you can hear the lonely people cry. And as I watch the darkness settle in, I know I'll see a new day once again. All right, it's called Streets of Chicago. So yeah, you can check that out on YouTube. And yeah, we did a thick 30-day Kickstarter for that. And what we did is we picked 30 of my dad's songs, and we came up with music video ideas for all of them, and then we let the audience select the one they wanted to hear. And that was the lucky one that got to win. So this next song I'll play for you, my dad wrote March 10th, 1989. It's called Rita, It's My Fault. Take a message to Rita, tell her I've gone far away. There's a time when a man must pay for wrongs. Rita gave her best to me, and in turn I do my best, you'll see. Took some steps that wouldn't do an honest man. Rita, it's my fault, but I did it all for you. Wanna give you better things that I could hope to do. Hope you can forgive me, I hope you'll understand. It's best to forgive me and find a better man. All these nights in my lonely cell, traded all for a trip to hell. I had heaven and I let it slip away from me. Tried too hard to give you all I could, did it wrong for a cause so good. Didn't realize what a hard thing love can be. Rita, it's my fault, but I did it all for you. Thank you. Wanna give you better things that I could hope to do. Hope you can forgive me, I hope you'll understand. It's best to forgive me and find a better man. Rita, it's my fault, but I did it all for you. Wanna give you better things that I could hope to do. Hope you can forgive me, I hope you'll understand. It's best to forgive me and find a better man. right, I'll give this one a shot. My dad wrote this September 12th, 2003. It's called Coconut Milk. And I may mess it up, but if not, that's okay. It's an original, right? So we don't know any better. So this is called Coconut Milk. Coconut milk, good for your soul. Gotta drink a quart for you finally know what is true. Coconut milk, good for you. Mix it with rum, a little bit of spice. Call your girlfriend up, she'll give you something nice loving you. Coconut, do it for you. Coconut milk all day long, make a man happy, mighty and strong. A wave on an island from a different place, take you off to an unknown space. Coconut milk is always fine, anywhere, any place in time. It's a taste of pure sunshine, the coconut feed the need. Dance in the sand, coconut in your hand. Music has a rhythm, coconut understands, let it go. Coconut's running the show. One sip or two, coconut gives to you. Make you take a chance you'd never thought you'd do, but it's cool. Coconut's running the show. Coconut milk all day long, make a man happy, mighty and strong. A wave on an island from a different place, take you off to an unknown space. Coconut milk is always fine, anywhere, any place in time. It's a taste of pure sunshine, the coconut feed the need. Coconut milk all day long, make a man happy, mighty and strong. A wave on an island from a different place, take you off to an unknown space. Coconut milk is always fine, anywhere, any place in time. It's a taste of pure sunshine, the coconut feed the need. Coconut milk. Thank you very much. My dad wrote that song. I don't know why he wrote that coconut song, but I hope we get a coconut sponsorship out of it. That'd be great. So. All right, this next song we'll play for you. Dad wrote April 6, 2011. It's called God Save a Lonely Cowboy's Heart. When a rodeo clown becomes a fool, it takes away the feeling he was cool. You broke my heart and took this man to school. There's no light in the golden rule. The circuit feels the lonely time without you. And I hang on 'cause I can't live without you. The horses, they don't know, and the blue skies still go on. The stars shine down, but they don't have a glow. This pain upon my face hides the tears I can't replace. 'Cause missing you is all I ever know. The Colorado sun is home to you, but Texas has another show for you. That California surf feels so brand new. I heard you say the skies are perfect blue, but here it feels so cold without you here. The more I miss you, dear, the less is clear. The horses, they don't know, and the blue skies still go on. The stars shine down, but they don't have a glow. This pain upon my face hides the tears I can't replace. 'Cause missing you is all I ever know. Sometimes I find myself alone and crying in the dark. Try to understand the pain that's burning in my heart. Those rhinestones will always shine when a cowgirl plays the part. God save a lonely cowboy's heart. The horses, they don't know, and the blue skies still go on. The stars shine down, but they have lost their glow. This pain upon my face hides the tears I can't replace. 'Cause missing you is all I ever know. The horses, they don't know, and the blue skies still go on. The stars shine down, but they have lost their glow. This pain upon my face hides the tears I can't replace. 'Cause missing you is all I ever know. 'Cause missing you is all I ever know. 'Cause missing you is all I ever know. Thank you very much. All right. One more, and then we'll have Ryder Dan come up here and jam. We got, so my dad wrote this song. The anniversary comes up in 2 days. He wrote this October 19th. Happens to be my parents' wedding anniversary. My dad wrote this October 19th, 1988, and it's called Always Missing You. And the reason why I wrote this, I believe, he used to have to go on ship checks whenever you, he did the draftsmanship for ships. And the ships never matched the blueprints, it turns out, because the people in the Navy re-weld everything while they're on the water, because the people that make the plan don't actually go in the water. So they don't know what it's like. So 9 months in the water, they change everything around. So my dad, a couple weeks out of the year, he'd have to fly to San Francisco and do what's called ship check. And that's where he literally goes through blueprints and writes down everything that's different. So he's sitting in a hotel room out in San Fran, missing me and my mom, and I think he wrote this song because of that. It's called Always Missing You. I forgot how it goes. I'm gonna miss you while I'm gone. Absence makes the heart grow fonder when you're all alone. God, how much I miss you. It's hard to say. Mere words cannot express the things I wanna say. Always missing you, I've got you on my mind. Always missing you, it happens all the time. Girl, you're everything, you stood the test of time. Always missing you, it happens all the time. Here in my motel room, time drags by. I wanna laugh at myself, but all I do is cry. You never miss someone when they're just there, but now I realize inside how much I care. Always missing you, I've got you on my mind. Always missing you, it happens all the time. Girl, you're everything, you stood the test of time. Always missing you, it happens all the time. Always missing you, I've got you on my mind. Always missing you, it happens all the time. Girl, you're everything, you stood the test of time. Always missing you, it happens all the time. It's called Always Missing You. All right, we'll get Ryder Dan up here, and yeah, thank you for coming out and being a part of the show.
Guitars go. Guitars go. Playing in the jacket. Getting in the way.
Let's give a nice round of applause for Ryder Dan from Ryder Dan and the Highside, everybody.
That's right. I was born under a different name, but my God-given name, my birthright, is Ryder Dan. Y'all boys win your game? Did you guys win? Nice! Loving that for you. All right. Both games? You played a doubleheader? Dang! Y'all are killing it. Show me the way. Show me the way. Last systems check. All systems are go. All right. Okay, one more question for you boys. Y'all ready to rock? Excellent. Takes a penny. Don't I know that it takes a pretty penny to please? Don't got many, hardly any, but I'm throwing down every little one till I get what I need. I got a pocket full of penny now, and some life I've been ready to leave. Tender chicken, sweet looking, such a sweet little chicken for me. Chain sticking, it's hardly moving. Don't you think you could give it just a little more grease? 'Cause the pipe is smoking hot now, and the motor just wants to please. Penny, oh Penny, don't I know that a woman just gotta get paid? And a man can get so faded, but his life don't fade away. So I'm paying all my money down now to the night rides into the day. Penny, don't I know that a woman just gotta get paid? And a man can get so faded, but his life don't fade away. So I'm paying all my money down now to the night rides into the day. Penny, penny. Don't I know that it takes a pretty penny to please? It's getting heavy, breaking levy. So I'm pouring down all this money that I really don't need. 'Cause I'm a dog in a cage with a dark rage and a love that you gotta set free. Thank you. Right on. Thanks, guys. All right, so serious question. Answer honestly. Did I win as big as you guys won twice today? Right on. I'll take it. Yeah. Thanks, players. These guys winning the baseball and the football. Dang. They good at what they do. They good at what they do. Oh, my gosh. Y'all get up for Jason Von Stein. This guy, man, he works so hard. He comes out. He makes this happen every week. He is the man. He's the guy who turned to me and he said, Ryder Dan, you need to come out and play. And I was like, well, Jason Von Stein, I think you might be right. And then I got on my bike and I went, that's a true story. This is also a true story. How do I know? I wrote it. No one knows how it's been going down. From the outside, I got so much going for me now. Yeah, look at me go. Got more devils on my shoulders than I can count. Don't hear nothing but those cold crows blowing around. Something like half a bottle every night. Yeah, my wife tells me everything will be just fine. Doesn't she know? I've been down here too many times where nothing grows. Just the words in the dirt and a man in a hole. Dig me up, I said. Dig me up again. Let me choke on the air for just a minute. Put me back in. No one knows how it's been going down. I'm still the black fire burning all this love I have to the ground. Now it's all Keep these ashes in a can, I'll be fine, just go. Have a home with another man, leave that road. Dig me up, I said. Dig me up again. Let me choke on the air for just a minute. Put me back in. Now you know how it's been going down. Yeah, now you know how it's been going down. All I see is those wheels off the ground. All I hear is the crash and the sound. All I feel is the ash in the cloud. All I fear is I'm still going down. Dig me up, I said. Just dig me up again. Let me choke on the air for just a minute. Put me back in. Life so cold is not a life I find worth keeping. So put me back in. Thanks, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for listening. She must be the sister. Oh, my gosh. You are too sweet. Thank you. My goodness gracious. And they're paying us? I just wanted to play some songs. Dang. How much time I got, Jason? What am I playing? Thanks, man. I was in a really good place when I wrote it. Oh, dude, yeah, no, yeah, you all go when you gotta go. I get it. I got dogs. I get it. Till 8:15? Oh, copy that. All right, we got time for a few more. Rock and roll. Navigation. Right on. All original, all the time. Oh, yeah. Me and Jason, man, we were just up in Woodstock today. We played Woodstock, man. It was hopping, man. Reformation Brewery. It was outside, which is great, and I mean, it was packed, and now we're doing this little intimate show, and I'm loving it, man. 2-show day. What's not to like? Jason Stein, the man who makes it happen. Man, I'm swinging that jar in the air. I try to catch the feeling again. Silver sand running through my hands. Hover moon falling cold and thin. Sun setting 10 minutes away. Takes you to the places where you know you can't stay. Sell your story to the blind and the damned. Put some truth into the words of your dad. Said you always were a little shit. Joke a liar with no fire lit. Suicide that never died in your fits. And a face you would be happy to hit. Now it's sure been a long time. I'm thinking about you and I love you is lying. I guess the past don't really matter in crime. I think I'll pass, I fill the jar and it's fine. Oh, black tide's coming. No more sense in riding and running. When you know you're gonna sink, you can't swim it. Oh, black tide's coming. No more sense in riding and running. When you know you're gonna sink, you can't swim it. So kick your shifter and throttle away. Lean into your loneliness and lie by the lake. Buy a bottle, find a piper to pay. Sing all the things that they don't want you to say. Keep swinging that jar in the air and try to catch the feeling again. Silver sand running through your hands. Hover moon falling cold and thin. Oh, black tide is coming. No more sense in riding and running. When you know you're gonna sink, you can't swim it. Oh, black tide's coming. No more sense in riding and running. When you know you're gonna sink, you can't swim it. Sunset in 10 minutes away. Takes you to the places where you know you can't stay. Sell your story to the blind and the damned, and put some truth into the words of your dad. Oh, black tide's coming. No more sense in riding and running. When you know you're gonna sink, you can't swim it. Thanks, y'all. Thank you. Thank you for listening. My sister, all the way from out of town. My wife, from my house. My nephew. Jason von Stein, we've been over him. He's the best. I could go on ad nauseum, as they say in the business, about what a prince Jason von Stein is. Oh, what are we going to play? Okay, you said I have till 8:15, is that right? Dang, oh my gosh. That's right, I forgot this is a 30-minute set. I got time for like 2 more. Dang. I mean, that's if y'all can take it. I can step down anytime. Okay, cool. Yeah. Ooh. Laura, you want to hear a classic? You down with a classic? All right. We're going to play a classic. Classic for sister. Classic for sister. This song wrote some 20 years ago with the assistance of my brother. About two bros on an adventure, taking care of each other, mostly him taking care of me, which was awesome, because as we just went over in the song, my dad kind of sucks. But my brother is awesome. And if you haven't seen that movie Onward by Pixar, you've seen it? Did it break you in half? Do you have a brother as well? Yeah, exactly. If you had a brother looking out for you and you see Onward, you are a wreck. Scientifically proven. Light still so bright in a city unchanged where excess gravity harbors a greater lack of rain, where a black-winged boy was bound to fly away. He was born to go against the grain. Things will never be the same. Underway, not much to show. Aboard that train below the shore, between the rain and out the door. Through the flame we're even more than we'd ever wish or hope for, than we'd ever dream to be. Boy and me will be alright to steer a dark ride. We're ready in there, got our own pocket full of shame to share. No one was ever near you, and I could go further down than here. Here to sing me a lullaby, she's not here to kiss me goodnight. Laura, leave a porch light on tonight. Crack the cast from the outside for the one who believes from the high side. Try and leave alone the star life behind me. Be alright to steer a dark ride, we're ready in there. See in your eyes, I know you're scared. Take my hand, I swear you and I will go. Be alright, we'll steer a dark ride, we're ready in there. See in your eyes, I know you're scared. Take my hand, I swear you and I will go. You and I will go. You and I will go. further down than here. Thanks, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. All the feels I get, man. All the feels. I get too many feels. I got time for one more, right? Cool. What do you think, Jason? Should we play him a hit? All right. When Jason says, play me a hit song, you say yes. Ooh. It's actually just a little toasty now up here. Wow. This jacket, dude, it gets the job done. It's warm. And it's the emotions. Oh, your heart gets thumping with all these emotions. Ocean-born, North California, mountain-grown, shade of Utah, going down somewhere in Georgia, in the ground. Guess that's where they leave you. All alone, most every day now, with my dogs, I just lay down in the sound of the freeway ride out. Inside my house gets just too loud. Cold black sky still breathing these clouds. Ashes and rain keep washing me down, and I can't get clean, can't get clean, man, I can't get clean. Mason jar, topped off with whiskey, and one more, till it burns me. Shut the door and close the curtains. Wait here for what you know is certain. Cold black sky still breeding these clouds. Ashes and rain keep washing me down, and I can't get clean, I can't get clean, man, I can't get clean. And all this time spent running from the ghost with arms around me, wasted, waiting for some clear water to fall, but all around is burning, and I can taste it. Man, I can taste it, and it don't taste clean. Cold black sky still breathing these clouds. Ashes and rain keep washing me down, and I can't get clean. I can't get clean. Man, I can't get clean. Should I just leave? Should I just leave? Should I just leave? Thanks, y'all. Thanks, y'all. Thank you for listening. Hey, thanks, everybody on Facebook. Y'all are cool, too. Thank you. You can find me on Instagram, Ryder Dan on the Highside. I don't have anything released yet. Working on an EP. COVID happened. We'll see what happens. But you can see what I'm up to on Instagram, RyderDan_ and _ the Highside. So you can follow me there, and I'll keep you posted.
All right, let's give it up again for Ryder Dan. That was pretty incredible. All right. Now our next performer, or not really performer, I should say, but this man's been in the film industry for a really long time. I've known him for a long time. The pleasure of one of the best directors and people I know. His name's Chiken Green. Let's give him a nice round of applause, everybody. He's going to talk to us about film.
I need to be in this, right? Yeah, they better probably do. That's don't need to work out. Let it work out. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. Woo! Mic check. Oh, it's working. Wow. Oh, that's it. Oh. All right. That's I was. Oh. Appreciate it. Special occasion. Never before filmed. Yeah. Yeah. It's right out the bag. Feels good. It's wearing good. Thank you. They got a Lord have mercy. So yeah, man. So I'm Chicken Green. Thank you, Jason. I think. I mean, I hear myself. I'm talking directly into the mic. Here we go. Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah. So, all right. So yeah. So this is kind of awkward. It's a little bit weird. So there was like these music people that came on before me, and they were outstanding. Right? And so I'm like, yes. And then after me are like some comedians who I think are going to be outstanding. And then like crammed up in the middle was like it's the film director guy. And I got really nervous because Jason was like, hey man, you can show some of your movies and stuff. It's like, really? I don't know. So yeah, so I don't know. So I feel it feels strange because there's so much talent and being a film director is it's so much of not it's being talented, but it's working with everyone else. So it's not me individually jumping out there saying, hey, look at me. Even though there are some guys that do that, and that's totally fine. So yeah, so our thing is a little bit different. But anyway, so how did I get here? I guess I'll start from the beginning. And I know some might say that my beginning was this film that we did called Brimsley's Walk, which is like this fantasy film that we did like a long time ago. But that's not really the beginning. I think the beginning is when I was about yay big. Yeah, about yay big, and I was with my moms and my dad, and I was doing all of these mischievous kinds of things, stealing, and running away from home, climbing over cars. And then my parents would ask me, "Yo, what are you doing?" And I would say, I'm not doing anything. I'm good. Everything is good." And that's when I learned at that moment that I'm a storyteller. Because I used to tell story after story after story. And you always knew the ones that were good because you didn't really get in trouble for them. The ones that were bad they were just too unbelievable, and it wasn't going to fly, and you were on restriction or whatever happens in the household. So I stayed away from those stories, and I stuck with the ones that kept me out of trouble. And then it got to a point where I was like getting in trouble just so I could try to get out of trouble with the story. There were some kids here earlier, and I'm glad that they're not here because this is not what they need to be hearing. But yeah, so I used to get in a lot of trouble, and I used to try to lie to get myself out of trouble. And the lies, as a small kid, like they were like super elaborate, like not little lies, like lies that, like my dad. I love my dad. So my dad would, if you lie to my dad, you have to lie to him for like a month. Like not just the one lie, like because he's gonna be all right, then he's gonna come back and test you on it. And every day he's gonna ask you, and you're gonna build on that lie because you have to, because as soon as that lie falls apart, it's on. So I got really good. I got really good at just adding pieces to the lie. And then I actually think it got to a point where I was like, the lies were so cool that they just wanted to hear the lies. Because I'm pretty sure that when I mentioned spaceships and me driving, that should have been game over. But it was kind of exciting. And so they just rolled with it. And yeah, man, so that was kind of my introduction into storytelling through lies. I had some doozies. So anyway, so when you think about the kind of films that I make, and I know you guys are like, what films did you make? Whatever. When you think about the kind of films that I make, they're always all over the place. There's aliens, and it's just whatever. It's just whatever comes to my head. I would like to make a film about it. And a lot of times they're like, yo, are you black? Because those are not really the typical black topics. But it goes back to when I was lying. I mean, you just had to you just had to roll with it. You just had to keep adding to it, and just they kept asking. It had to get bigger. So yeah, man. So that's kind of where my stories. That's where it started at. So then after that, I got into writing. So I was maybe 8 or 9. I used to write these stories about all the kids in the neighborhood. So this was a cool one. So I would write these stories. It was like this Friday the 13th because I was a fan. So it was like this Friday the 13th thing with all the kids on the school bus, with all the kids. Like we were on the school bus and all of my friends, and I would write these little stories about how they were all gonna die. Like, we were all in the group because, Friday 13th, they all die. So we would write these stories and they would all die. And then, so I would write it on like the weekend, and then I would give it to them, and then they would read it, and they would, oh my God, like that's really cool. Like I'm still alive. I'm still alive. And then the ones that weren't alive, I didn't like them too much anyway. But anyway, so yes, I used, I used to do that. That was that. So that was my thing. So I was writing that, and I never really thought that I was a good writer. I just thought that everybody liked this stuff. And so my favorite thing to write is like ensemble pieces with a lot of different characters, and it actually started from that. So yeah, so that was me going up, and funny because I used to have a lot of time to write those things because I guess those lies that I told you that I was telling that were so elaborate and that I never got caught. Well, eventually I did get caught. And so that would be like, 3 weeks of restriction or 1 month of restriction or like the whole something, like whatever. Like I was just punished all the time. And so I would write these stories because I had time. I had plenty of time. So anyway, so we go from there into writing, and then from writing I go into poetry. So I'm a little bit older now. So a little older, and got a little hair on my chest. I had this mustache. It's not good now, but like when I was a kid, like I had like a grown man mustache, like on a little, like I was like a little dude, like, but I had the grown, yes, right? Yeah, the mustache, like, yeah, so it was out of control. So anyway, so I wanted to talk to some of the girls, but I really couldn't talk to a lot of the girls because my imagination was like super, super weird. So I would write these poetry things, right? So it's like, all right. And I'm like, yo, if you write poetry to the girls, even though it's really weird, it just sounds really cool. Man, success, bro. Success. Everybody, poetry is the way. If you are awkward with the ladies and your head's bigger than your body, like go to poetry. So go to poetry roast. So yeah, so I went from there. I went to poetry, trying to talk to the girls, and then here's the cool thing. So then I'm talking, so I'm sending poetry out, and then some of the older guys were like, "Hey man, you write that stuff?" Like, yeah, bro, I write this. Hey man, can you write something like that from a girl? Yeah. So I'm writing stuff for the girls. And I never really had a girl after that because I'm writing for everyone else's girls. So I have like 6 or 7 girls. I mean, I have no girl, but I'm on all these relationships. Anyway, but all of this was like me writing for people. Like not for myself, but writing for people and writing for different ages, writing for different races, just writing. And like me looking at someone like you, my man, and saying, man, yo, I think I know what you would sound like. And I would write something for you, and then you would give it to someone, and they'd be like, yo, that's amazing. The good old days. Anyway, so that was kind of, I didn't know what was happening, but that was just me writing, creating characters because I knew them, what they looked like, but I didn't know them So I'm like building characters around these people, like what I think they are, and then they live up to it. I hope they did. I hope some of these people went on and got married. I never checked on that. Anyway, so yeah, man. So I did the poetry thing. So I did my short stories. Then I went to my poetry, and then I got into music. So I started writing songs. I rapped myself, but I wrote R&B and rock, and I wrote everything. And so I'm always writing for other people. Had people in my group, I would write the stuff for myself, and I would write better parts for them. Go figure. But anyway, so music was like 20 something years of doing music, and that was cool. I had a few record deals. This was pretty special. Watching you guys. No, this was really cool, man. Watching you guys do this because it was just reminding me of back in the day showcases. I'm from LA, so we used to the K-Day showcase, like always going to these little places. Like when I was 16. I was telling people I was 19, and it worked because Yeah, had that professional stash. It was professional. So yes, I'm getting in all the clubs, and we're doing these shows. But it just kind of reminded me of, like, music was my thing. I loved music. I loved getting on stage, doing your thing, and watching people react. And when I first started out, there was nobody out there to react. So imagining how they would react. But eventually we got really good at it. So music was my everything, man, for a long, long time. Until someone decided that my equipment probably was better in their house than in my own. So, yeah, so we get on the road and we go perform out of town and we come back and yeah, that was it for music. So that was a tough one. So we went into like a really, really dark place because I just knew that I was gonna be this music guy, and I was gonna take my music and I was gonna write a script when I got older and hand it to them, and they were gonna be like, "Hey, yo, your songs are all that." So it didn't work out that way. So I took about 3 years to try to find myself or find that voice, that artistic voice that that we have to have, right? Like you have to have that. Friend of mine called because I was here at that time. Friend of mine from home, Tony, appreciate you, dog. He was like, "Hey man, you gotta write again. Like just start writing." And I was like, "What are you talking about? All my equipment is gone. Like they stole my masters. Like what am I going to write?" Like, dude, just write. So I wrote books, I wrote poetry, I wrote all of this stuff, and then, all right, well, I'm trying to write a movie. So I wrote a movie. It was funny. So I got some college rule paper. Had a job at the time. That was embarrassing because I never really had jobs before, so I had to get a job because I had a kid. So I had to get a job. So I'm working in corporate America now. If you're an artist and you're doing your thing and you're making when you're taking care of yourself and people are looking at it and they're calling you by your stage name and things are good and you're getting phone numbers and all this stuff is happening for you, and then you have to go to a corporate job where they tell you have to wear a tie and these pants that and the shirt. Hold on, y'all. Man, so that was a huge that was a huge thing. Like I don't know how. I mean, God bless people who go to corporate America and who are still artists. Like, God bless you, man. Because when I was at corporate America, it was like, ooh, this is really bad. Like, this is a drain. This is the worst. This is the worst that my life has ever been. I'm older now, so I've done 20 years. So I'm about 50 now. So this was, yeah, man. So I'm like, right. It's black, baby. It's the black, no, it's the black thing. So yeah, I'm 49. I'm 49. I'm not 50. I'm 49. So so this man. Thank you, James. Thank you, man. Anyway, so yeah, man. So having to do that, man. Like wow. Like how do you do that? How is that possible to go from what you thought your life was, what you knew your life was, and now you have to make a new life, a life that you don't even want. I didn't want that life. I didn't want that corporate life. Anyway, so I started writing. So I'm at my corporate job, and spending all this time, all this overtime. So I got me some paper, some college rule notebook paper. And while I was supposed to have been working, because I was a horrible corporate employee, and that's what y'all get for abusing me. I was horrible for you. Anyway, and I just started writing, man. So I wrote a script. I wrote a script called Easy Money, and it was 200 pages. I wrote 200 pages front and back, and it wasn't formatted right. Like it was a book that I said was a movie script. It was a good story. That thing sucked though, but I was like, man, but writing that and letting a friend read it. And they lied to me big time. No, I'm not gonna say that. They didn't lie to me. They never read a script before. So this is a script. And they're like, yeah, this is cool. Now that I know what scripts look like, bro, how you do me like that? That was no good, yo. That was a mini series. But that's important. That's important to have people that are in your corner that will take the time to give you an opinion on something that you've done, whether it's like music, whatever. Like, man, big shout out to them, man, because I think a lot of us don't make it if we don't have that person. Like that. Like even the most talented people who are just in the room by themselves, and you're alone, and you don't want no one to hear your music or see your painting. Like, you don't want no one to know. But then someone knows, right? Does someone always sees it or hears it, and they're like, "Hey, man, that's fantastic. You should do something with that." "Oh, really? I didn't want you to look at it. It's really good. You mean it?" Right? It's like, if you don't have that person, man, like, you're not even an artist. Like, you're just a person that's just doing stuff on their own. Like, because as I've learned what art is something that we give to others. And if you're not giving yourself, your art, to other people, you're not an artist. No one knows what you are. That's not what art is. So anyway, man, so big shout out to the people, man, who help us. Like, yeah. Hey, so that was huge, man. So he said it was good, and I thought it was good, and I let some more people read it, and they didn't think it was good, but the one person said it was good. So but at that point, I was in corporate America, and I felt different. I felt like I found my space. I found my voice again. I found a reason to do this job, like a reason to do stuff. So I learned from that point, man. And this was over 20 years ago. So at that point, I read every book that you could possibly read on how to write a script, and also the film industry in itself, because that was another weird thing to me. When I was in music, I started off as a kid. I was writing lyrics when I was a small person. I was writing and all this stuff. Like, people were reading my work since I was really small, and now I'm old. I feel I'm older now, and I'm up against people who've had cameras since they were like 8, 9 years old. Like I knew who you were, and so I'm like this old guy, and that was it's fun because art. There's no age with art, but it was really weird. I felt like, man, I'm really behind all of these people. I'm so far behind. So yeah, man. So I had my corporate job. I went to work and worked my 8, 9. I worked my 9 hours at corporate, and then I would go after work every day to Barnes and Nobles, and I would stay in Barnes and Nobles until it closed. And I was in the entertainment section, and I read everything that Barnes and Nobles had about making movies. It didn't teach me how to. It didn't teach me how to be an artist, but if I felt confident that this world, because I knew those little kids, you didn't read them books, you don't know that language, you didn't read that stuff. So I felt then like, okay, I could bang with you guys now because I know more than what you know. You've been doing it longer, but I know more because you're just small and dumb, and I'm old and smart. So I needed that, though. I needed that. I'm from LA. I've seen how movie sets run. So I just pretended like I was in Hollywood. So when I started spending my money on making my movies, I just did it the only way that I knew how to do it, which is pretty close to like the professional way. Anyway, getting ahead of myself. So I studied, and then I never forget. So I'm ready, right? 1 whole year of just like going to the bookstore every day religiously until they closed. And I never wanted to buy the books. I didn't want to go to a library and check them. I didn't want to go home. I didn't want to go home with the books. I wanted some place that I had to go to get right, because that was like, it was they should put like University Barnes and Nobles. University Barnes and Nobles. The one in Buckhead, right there. Religiously went there. So I get to the end, and I'm ready. I'm ready to roll now. I know how to write. I know what to do. I know what cameras are. I don't work them, but I know what they are. And I know all the positions, and I'm ready to rock and roll. So they do the 48-hour film festival thing, right? So I go down to the 48-hour film festival thing, and I see what it is. We're going to make a movie in 48 hours. And I'm like, man, this is awesome. Okay. But when I got there, you got to edit it, and you got to, I don't know that. I don't know how to do that. So I didn't participate that time, but I went to the screening. Funny. So I go to the screening, and so film people have a lot. First, especially here in Atlanta, there's like a lot of white people. I love white people. Y'all are good people. Had a lot of white people, and I dress closer to y'all than I do with my peoples. My clothing and my color schemes and my hats and stuff is a little bit off. I always have been that way. Just always, yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. I don't get that from. But anyway, so I remember going. So they had it down there. Midtown Art Cinema is where they were screening the movies at that time. So, and you got to walk down that hill. Got to walk down past where Rita's is. Got to walk around that corner. So I was walking, and I was a little bit lost because I couldn't find it, because Trader Joe's is up there. So I really couldn't find a movie theater. So I walk around the corner, and I'm on the phone, like, man, I don't know what's going on. And then all of a sudden, I see a group of white folks dressed so ridiculous, like so ridiculous, and I'm like, oh, yes. That's them. That is them. Yo, my peoples are running down there. I watched the films. I perform in it next year, and I do pretty good. But I remember because coming from music now, when I was in music, now my regular clothes were kind of whack. But my music clothes, it was good. I had good music clothes. I was an artist, would get into my artist clothes. So yeah, man. So when I saw all those folks down there, I was like, yo, I fit. That's where I belong. And man, like we were just sitting in there, just all mal-dressed and everything, and it was a really, really good thing. So that was cool, man, because you always kind of want to find a place where you feel like there's something, like when you're a part of something, there's that one moment where you belong. Because you could be good, you could sing, you could be whatever, but there still has to be a moment where you're there and you say, yes, okay, I might be different from everybody else, but different belongs here. And I was different from everybody else, but my different was like they're different, and everybody was doing this different thing, and we were, whoo, boy, we can't dress. Nevertheless, so that was kind of the start of my my film journey. So then this is the other thing that you need. So once you got all of your people behind you that are supporting you, you need a Linda Burns. You need Linda Burns in your life. And so Linda Burns hit me real hard. So we were at this push thing, and there was all these filmmakers, and we were supposed to get together and make a film. And there was like 40 or 50 people that were supposed to make a film, right? And it was the assignment. They all signed up, but only like 9 people made a film. Like 9 people actually finished the film, and I was one of the 9 that finished the film. Cool. So then we all got together to watch the film. Super cool. First time I ever made anything that had the films. So my film played like 5th. So I watched 4 other films that were really good. And I knew immediately, this is not going to be good. My sound is messed up. I started to shot off the scene, and then we were out there for so long that it was one scene, but the sun was moving around. But they were still having the same conversation, but the sun was moving around. So, oh man, this is not gonna be cool. Now, but it was one of my joints though. It was one of my sci-fi stuff where, I had bodies and stuff falling out the sky, and I ain't know nothing about no CGI. So we were stuffing clothes and stuff in trees, like we were stuffing, and they were falling down. Like it was awesome. It was raining bodies, like just dummies just falling out, and it was so much fun. Like I was having a blast. But so my film came on, and it was bad. It was really bad. And thank God it wasn't the last film, because you don't want to go home on a bad film. So some other films played after mine, and they were all great. So Linda Burns decided to say, Chiken, God bless you. You X amount of people signed up to make this film, and only 9 people finished. Yeah, and you was one of them. So pat yourself on the back. Okay, thank you. She said, that was some bullshit. Ooh. and she just tore into everything that was wrong with that. Like, I'm already like, I know it's wrong, but she just tore like everything. Like, she just ripped it. Even the parts I thought was good, she just crushed it, man. You got to have Linda Barnes in your life, man, because I was kicked to the floor, and then when I went back the next week to the push thing, and they had another project, and all right, let's do it again. And ever since then, man, she's Linda Barnes. She sent me stuff, like she sent me people to work with. She sent me props. I still have some of her furniture at my house. Like, and I asked her one day, it's like yo, it was so horrible. Like, why? And she said, man, because you came back. You know, you picked yourself up and you came back, and I knew you'd be good. And those that stuck with me for a long time. That moment, just that was good. So anyway, so yeah, man. So that was, oh my God, really? Whoa, the time is. Anyway, so yeah, I was only supposed to be up for so long, and if that clock is right, nevertheless. So yeah, man. So that keep going. Oh, okay. So man, so with Linda saying the things that she said, and I guess I needed that, you know, because if you're an artist, you know that all the songs ain't right, all the performances ain't the best, you know, all the paintings ain't the best. Like, you know, there's those moments, and someone has to tell you that, you know. And so, that taught me a thing, and the one thing that I learned from that I'm always going to hold dear to me, and is what I would tell people at this point: your end result is not what you're striving for. The best thing about what we do is the process, the creativity, the collaborating with people, the working together with people. Like, if you master that aspect of being an artist, of being a director, if you master that, then you're fine. Because whether people like your movie or don't like the movie, whether they get it or they don't get it, it doesn't matter, because you have one person that got it, and then everyone enjoys the process. Film is really cool, man, because when you're out there, you're doing the long hours. That's fun. When you get a film job and someone's gonna pay you a week, you know, every week you're gonna get paid this. That's fun. When it's over, you ain't getting paid no more. No more checks, it's over. So who cares what everybody thinks about it? I mean, you care, but process, man. Process is always going to be the most important thing. That's the thing that I learned throughout my entire journey of starting from lying to my moms and dad to writing the stuff on the school bus. Like, it was like when I was a little kid and I was writing, and I was like, oh, I wonder what they're going to think about this. Like, it was so exciting as I was writing it, you know, and once they read it, it's kind of over. Man, my music days, I used to love performing. Being on stage was the best. But it wasn't like the rehearsing and the practicing and the thinking of how this is going to be. Like, it wasn't that when you first finished that song and you knew that was, this is it. Like, that you can't get that back. You can perform it and people will love it, but it's a different kind of love. That's them. It's not you, right? It's them feeling it. So anyway, so process is always, I guess, the number one thing. All the steps that it takes to get there. So yeah, man. So that was my journey. Guys, there's a lot more. Man, why only get 30 minutes, man? I need 2 hours. So anyway, so I guess I'll come back one day. But that was kind of how I came to be here. And I guess fast forward to where we are right now with COVID time. So right on the edge of great things. Like, I remember when the piece was dropping, 2020 is about to be the year. Everything is in place, yo. This is it. 2020's let me down, yo. So I remember that, man, and I just remember I don't want to say crash and burn, because I'm pretty sure some people are having good 2020s. I don't know who you are. If you're having a good 2020, man, call me. Let me know something. I don't know where them people are. But 2020 for me is crashed and burned. and I'm still doing little things, and I know how to. I'm just a creative person. Creating is not, so that process of creating something, I'm always living in that space. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Um, when Jason hit me up about coming to do this thing, I had no idea what this thing was supposed to be. He's like, hey man, so I was like, yeah, come. I think he said come get interviewed. I don't know. That sounded like that, right? So I'm like, oh snap, okay. And it was like this was some months ago, right? This was some months ago, so things was kind of cool. It wasn't so bad. Like we were gonna, it's gonna magically disappear. Anyway, so I'm not gonna do that. So anyway, so things was really really cool, man. So not knowing where our film industry is at this point. Regal Theater's closing, AMC is closing. I was driving up here and Broadway is shutting down. Like it was like, wow. When Jason sent me, when coming here, it was like an out of the blue kind of thing, and it's like, wow, like relationships that you make, and you don't think anything of them, you know. Like I treat everybody the same way. This is just who I am. And I feel like one of those gems came to nest, like, and now here we are doing this, and it was like honestly amazing. Like it was like just what I needed. I needed this, you guys thinking. so yeah, man. So that was, but that's what film is. That's what directing is. You don't know when we come to work, when we come to do our project. We don't know. You have all of your plans. That's why I didn't want to show a movie. I didn't want to show a movie or anything because I'm like, that's not what directing is. That's what watching a movie is. But that has nothing to do with being a director. That's being a fan of something. Being a director, the steps that it takes. That's what I wanted to talk about. That's the thing. And then coming here and not knowing what this was going to be, not knowing if we were going to be inside. I'm black, y'all, so this cold is killing me. But not knowing where we're going to be, man, I didn't thank you for staying. I was like, he's going to leave. I'm just going to be talking to this thing right here. I don't know, man. This, I don't know, like, this is really cool. This moment is cool. And I feel like I'm having this moment and you guys are having these moments because of the process, because we really believe in the process. It's not the end result. I didn't look and say, man, I said Taj Mahal, bro. I didn't say outside of that doesn't matter. It's that. And I didn't prepare anything. I didn't do anything. I just said I was going to just come up here and talk just about what, just about the process. And I figured that would be enough, but I wasn't sure. And so I'm getting up here, I'm looking at this clock, man. This clock is big, yo. Clock, huge clock right here, like tick, tick, tick. And I'm like, yo, how long am I supposed to be up here? Damn, that clock is going slow. But once you start doing the thing that you love, you start doing that. Now I'm mad because time, like I'm way over time. Anyway, guys, I don't know if this helps y'all. It helped me, but I don't know if it helped you guys. But I appreciate being a part of this. I would love to come back and tell you the second part of Chicken Greens. Yeah. so, thank you. So anyway, Chicken Green, I'm out, film director.
There's Chicken Green. Where can we find your information, Chicken? You check him out on Facebook, definitely. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. All right, give us a second. We're going to have Mr. Stephen Jones come up here. Let me get a second to clean everything off, and then we're good to go. Hey, what's up, Josh? How you doing? Hey, everybody. going to do a quick change. This is going to be Mr. Joshua Ayers coming up, everybody.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming out. Oh, man, this is so great. I'm so glad to be here, guys. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, I'm so glad. Let me give you some advice. A little bit of advice, everybody. Let me give you some guys, let me give you some advice. Do not ask your chiropractor for a happy ending. They don't have the same skill set as a massage therapist, let me tell you. But my dick has never been in better alignment. All of those vertebrates. I've been trying out CBD oil. You guys like the CBD? Yeah, me too. Yeah, dude. Nah, man, it's not really working out for me though. You know, I think I'm gonna switch back to like a water-based lubricant. Let me tell you the thing about KY jelly though. It has the tendency to gum up your vape pen, but it makes it easier to slide into your butthole. Vape pen in the butthole, guys. What's the most dangerous thing you've ever seen somebody do while driving? You've seen somebody do that before? You've seen. I'll tell you what the most. I'll tell you the most dangerous thing I've seen somebody do while driving is put in eye drops. You kind of need your hands when you're driving and your eyes and your feet. I went to a haunted house. Yeah, but not one of those fake haunted houses. I went to a real, actual haunted house. Yeah, it wasn't haunted by ghosts though. It was haunted by like this family. You know, they were like, "Get out of my house." I was like, "Come on, guys. What kind of haunted house is this?" This is my belief. Let me tell you what my belief is. I really think that teens are our future. You know, a lot of people say the children are our future, but I don't think we're going to make it that far, guys. We're doomed. I was at the pool the other day. I was at the swimming pool, and this little boy was out there. He just had his little dick out, just pissing all over the bushes and everything, and I was like, good. Good. Because that means he's not peeing in the pool, you know? I want this little boy's dick where I can see it. All right? I want to see this little boy's dick. You guys think porno sets unrealistic expectations? You've never watched a porno. Why not? It doesn't interest you? How do you know if you've never tried it? It's like asparagus. Have you ever tried asparagus before? And you wouldn't have known that if you hadn't tried it. Porno is like asparagus. I want you to go home tonight and go on www.pornhub.com and just check some shit out. All right? This is your homework. A lot of stand-up comics don't give homework, but, you know, that's one thing I do. I'll tell you, though, I think it does kind of set unrealistic expectations. You know, like the first time I ever had sex, I was like, where the fuck is the camera crew? You know, I expected this shit to be filmed, much like we're being filmed right now. You know, like, where's the asparagus? I want asparagus. I was in this neighborhood the other day driving around. There was this sign out there that said, "Drive like your kids live here." So I sped up. Because I'm not trying to pay child support. I'm not trying to pay child support. I don't know. I don't have any kids. A lot of people I know are having kids, though. Like, they're having these babies and shit. They'll send me pictures of their baby, you know? I'm like, ugh. You know, because I don't want to see that ugly baby. You know, like, because, like, let's just admit, right here, right now, all newborn babies are ugly. All right, newborn, all right? Look, newborn, all right? Like, look, okay, so if you're going to send me a picture of your baby, at least wait till she's cute, okay? Like when she's 14. Or 18. That makes it okay, right? For whatever fucking reason. I'm short. I'm a miniature person. It's hard being short, you know. You get, because sometimes you don't get respect, you know. You got to be like, hey, my eyes are down here. All right. I like to sort things by their use. So, like, for example, I'll keep my forks with my chopsticks. I'll keep, because they both pick things up, right? I keep my spoons with my straws because they're both for liquids. And I keep my Boys to Men CDs with my washing machine because they both make panties wet. Boys to Men fans? No? I like walking my dog a lot and shit, you know. But I don't like people coming up to me. Like, sometimes I'll be walking my dog, somebody will come up to me, they're like, oh, is she friendly? I'm like, yeah, but I'm not. You need to fuck off. You ever heard somebody say, like, oh, man, that's better than, like, this, yeah, eat something, they're like, oh, man, that's better than sex. You know, you never hear, eat something, oh, that's gross, that's worse than a rape. It's worse than rape. You're not a fan of rape? You hate rape? I hate rape, too, you know. It's kind of like, it's kind of, it's weird, you know, because, like, the things I like and I hate are really similar, you know. Like, I love ice cream. But I hate melted ice cream. I loved sex, but I hate rape. Man, I hate it. Fucking hate it so much, man. All right, guys. I think it's been 10 minutes out here. I'm gonna get the motherfuck off the stage. You check me out on www.instagram.com. Stupid Josh Harris. I got a new indoor trampoline park I'm opening. It's a heavy metal themed trampoline park. It's called Headbangers Trampoline Park. It's got real low ceilings. Everybody, welcome back to the stage. Your host, Jason Von Stein.
Mr. Joshua Harris, everybody, let's give him a nice round of applause. All right, everybody, let's put our hands together for Mr. Stephen Jones, everybody.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm about to bring the mic over here to the light. I can bring it over there to the light? Because it's cold, you know. It's like a white woman in the 1940s. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. So, I dealt with my first ever Karen last night. And I was scared, bro. Like, I ain't never been that scared in my life. Like, I felt so helpless. Like, she just kept arguing. I was like, ma'am, I think you just need to leave. They said that you can't bring your dogs on this property. So what? I paid $3,000 over here. I deserve it. I was like, but you got to follow directions. You know what? I'm finna call the cops on you. I said, oh, shit. I was so scared, bro. Like, I felt like Jason was chasing after me. Like, I don't know. I was just thinking about life or death. So I had to get my car fixed, right? And I come to realize getting your car fixed, you at the mechanic is like being at the ER. Like, you really out here just struggling. Like, you out here, please, Lord, let this shit fix. You walking around, you finding people that work there. Can you tell me anything about my car? and it's kind of fucked up. Like I don't smoke cigarettes, so I took like a candy cigarette. I'm outside puffing on it like, yeah. And I was waiting for like the mechanic to come back to tell me the good news, and I was so happy. He was like, "Yeah, your car's fine." I was like, "Thank you, Jesus." I don't know what I'm gonna do if I can lose you. I told you. I told my baby stop racing like Vin Diesel. I told. So and like the messed up thing about it, the reason why I got my car, messed up because I got a horrible addiction. I'm cheap. I'm very cheap. Like I'm so cheap that like I reuse cereal box brands. Like so like I got a Reedy box from 2008 when LeBron James was on the cover for Team USA. I keep the box, but I go buy like the cheap brand cereal and put it in and just reuse it again. And it kind of messed me up because on my way home, I had bumped. I think I ran into something, right? And when I ran into something, come to find out, I think I broke something. But instead of me saying, "Hey, let me call AAA, take this to the mechanic, take this home, we get this straightened out," I decided to go to like the neighborhood crackhead to fix my car for like a sweet tea. And I deserve everything I have. So yes, that's really messed me up. What else happened? I got something controversial. You remember the protest? Clap it up for that. Oh, yeah. Anybody went to one? Yeah, I went to one. You went to one? Hey, see, look. First thing first. I went to one, but not for the reasons. I went because there was this girl I was talking to, and I wanted to get some ass. So I decided to do anything I needed to do. And, and the messed up thing about it was that like we didn't go to Atlanta. We went to Noonan. So instead of us, it was like this town city hall was like this. So instead of us walking through the streets of Atlanta, we had to walk around the town hall, and it made me feel like I was in gym again doing laps, and it really was fucking me up. And I think like the messed up thing about it was, damn, I'm getting heckled by the car horn. He like, yeah, I like that. Yeah. Okay. I get it. I know. I get it. It's hitting heckle. So the fuck? Ugh. Damn, they let that crackhead fix that car up again. Bruh. What you gave him, a McFlurry? So so it like going back to the situation was I decided to impress her, and I decided to go speak. So I'm in the newspaper, and I'm the worst person to give out speeches because I didn't know anything. So I was just using like song lyrics I heard, mixing them together. I was like, "We gotta tell racism, bye, 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 'cause this ain't no lie. Racism, you gotta go bye, bye, bye." And they were clapping for me. I was happy. And one of my favorite thing about it, like I did another one. So I was like, "Now, fellas, I want you to look at each other in the hand, and I want you to hug them, and I want you to say." This is one of my favorite songs, so please don't judge me. I'm trying to remember it. I'm trying to remember the song lyrics. I'm sad this is my favorite song, but okay. Please do not judge me. This is one of the songs I love. It's my guilty pleasure. Shit, fuck it. I'm gonna use the Jay-Z lyric instead, because I know that from heart. So I told racism to get back and brush the dirt off your shoulders. So yeah, so I got something else I want to talk about. Podcasts. Clap it up. I hate them. I hate podcasts. I have a legit hatred for podcasts. Like No, I have a hatred for podcasts because I'm like, nobody don't care about your opinion. Like, nobody don't care that if you feel like if you buy a 2 for $20. Like, I would listen to one podcast and he was saying like, yo, if I buy this girl a 2 for $20, she need to let me have sex with her. I was like, my nigga, no, bro. Like, nobody don't care about your opinions. Like, if you that desperate for some ass, you can spend like $40 at a prostitute, get some free ass, and then you can keep the rest. But that's not it, because like I would hate to be in a podcast talking about relationships and stuff, because like it's annoying to me. Like, nobody don't care. Like, I probably might be the one to sabotage the podcast. Like, they're talking about how would you feel if your ex got with your best friend. I'd be like, you know what? Fuck that. I feel like Tommy as the Green Ranger was the best Ranger, because if I want to do a podcast, I want to talk about what I like, and I like Power Rangers, and I feel like Power Rangers is like the best show in the world. And Corona got to them, so they had to cut back. So instead of 5, they got 3 Rangers now. What else happening? I'm trying my hardest. I stopped cussing. I'm trying my hardest. Clap it up for that, but I still keep on cussing. It's baby steps. So I got into an argument with my friend, right? So I said, hey, yo, I broke up. I stopped messing with my ex, Tanya. She was toxic, but the sex was just so good. And my homeboy he said, hell yeah, thank God you got rid of that fucking bitch. I said, whoa, language. He said, you right, my bad. Thank God you got rid of that Jezebel. I said, okay, cool. Yeah. I got one big regret, and it's kind of stupid that I would never have a chance to do. And that would be up on Nickelodeon Guts. Like, the biggest heartbreak I ever had when I found out that it was too late for me to sign up, because by the time I turned like 13, the show been off the air for like 10 years. And like, I'm in my room sad, listening to like breakup songs. I'm listening to like what's a good breakup song to listen to? Yeah, I don't know who made that. Okay. But yeah, I'm like legit was just sad, and I'm right now I'm just talking about what I like. So what else happening? Anything happen in the news? First thing first, I ain't know Atlanta fans. My team 4-1. Hey, I don't, girl, you better get on somewhere. And you gotta go. Hey, security, kick her out. She gotta go, but and while I'm on stage, this Dog Pound Nation over here right now, okay? Yeah. Dog Pound Nation. Hell yeah. Woof, woof, woof. Hell no, boy. The Browns. Yeah. I know, we gonna beat y'all. It doesn't matter. We still gonna beat y'all, Like, it's messed up being a Cleveland sports fan, because like living in Cleveland is like horrible. It's like a place where I never want to send my worst enemy to. I'm sorry if I'm disrespecting Cleveland. I know Birmingham is a horrible place. I went to do a show down there, and I did not know how much racism they have evolved into. I was driving because I seen a place that was selling Confederate flags plus sushi at the same time. So I was like, hey, this is a great place to get a little bit of racism. Plus you get like a California roll and you be good. Like, this shit easy. I heard Trump ain't trying to do no stimulus check, and that shit fucked me up because I just put my PS5 on layaway. And huh? Well, we ain't getting it no time soon. So, what else happened in the world? Yeah, the first stimulus. So I had a show. I didn't have a show. I went to a show last night. I was talking to one comedian, right? And he was telling me what he did with his stimulus check. And I was like, well, I bought tennis shoes and spent it on bullshit. He was like, oh my God, for real? And I was like, yeah, I mean, during the epidemic, Nike decided to send out 75% coupons out. I couldn't give up on this deal. Like, right? But shout out to my man right there, Chick Green. I I love his story. Like that was a TED talk. Like we really would sit here for an hour, just like amazed. But like I love his story. I love the story when he was saying like in elementary school, correct? How he would make stories for the kids, and I'll be kind of messed up. I'll be kind of upset if he would come back and then I died. I'll be wanting to fight him right there on the spot. Like Monday morning, like I'll read it. Weekend, I'll read it Friday. Coming home, like yeah, I get a chance to survive. Page 5, and you die. Ain't this about a bitch? Yo, next time I see him, oh my god, like, like Saturday and Sunday, I'm looking in the mirror. I'm trying to be like Mike Tyson, so I'm doing this in the mirror. Yeah, I got some for him. And then when I get on the school bus, I ain't gonna do nothing about it. I'm gonna be like, man, why you kill me, bro? You know, good way in horror movies, black folks don't die. Black folks all to be the first one to die, and I gotta die first in your story, and you black. Like, come on. So yeah. Anybody here got a favorite movie? What's yours? Never mind. I'm gonna talk about my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies is Get Rich or Die Trying. It's an American classic. It's 50 Cent playing 50 Cent, but he's not 50 Cent. Yeah, I like the film because the film is very hilarious to me. Because it's like 50 Cent. It's like 50 Cent watched Scarface and he decided I wanted to do a movie. He was just like, yeah, I want to do this, and like his acting was so bad. Cause everything he turned around, he was like, I got a rap, a Die Trying. It's 50 Cent. My mama, I got shot 9 times. Yeah. What else? Lion King 2. It's a movie about incest. Watch it back. You know, forbidden love. What else happening? Trying to think of something else that crazy. Oh, Passion of Christ. Who ever saw that movie? Good. I heard they doing a sequel. Spoiler alert: he survived. And I want to know what it's going to be about. And I feel like it should be about him going on like a road trip to see his favorite band, Creed. Take me higher. Hey, I don't even know that part, man. What else happening? Yeah, I swear to God, like, yes, I'm being for real. Like the actor, yes, like the actor came out and said, yeah, we got the sequel coming out soon. Yes, I was like, how? So, what else happening? I got my friends. You know, one of my friends, he decided to join the gang at 25, and it's stupid, cause he be talking to me on PlayStation. He be like, "Yeah, me and my gangs, we be having meetings," and I be like the Boy Scouts, and it's funny, and I got another friend, like they be cheating on each other, and it's funny because like they get mad when one of them cheats on them, and then they be trying to come to me. They be like, hey, yo, my man, she cheated on me. I can't believe her. I'm like, nigga, you cheated on her. I can't believe you. You know? I gave out relationship advice, which I am the wrong one to. I finally got my friend back with his girlfriend. Clap it up for that. I don't know why he came to me. I was like, shoot, the last time I got in a relationship was like, shit, nigga, when Chris Brown was love. Yeah, that one. I'm gonna work on that one. What else? I'm gonna give out some couple of jokes. I'm gonna start doing some jokes then. I like Law and Order. That's my favorite TV show. Cause it's weird that a TV show about rape is my favorite. And one of my favorite episodes is when the mother was pimping the daughter. And I thought it was funny because I want to know how that conversation went. Like, you know, bills are due, rent is late, you know, pussy is selling. I'm sorry, that one, I love that one. What else happening? So, I'm an uncle. Clap it up for that. So I come to realize that my greatest thing is to do to make sure that my niece is not. It makes sure my niece never get her heart broken by a dude that sleep in a bunk bed. You know, that's the worst feeling ever. Like being an uncle is kind of cool because I'm like the second line of defense. Like trying to stop at people. I'm like, I'm like an army dude. Like the first line is like my brother, and you know, they're gonna be like the dummy test. But I'm the second line because I know like she gonna come to me because she don't want to come up to her dad. So, shit. What else happened in the news today? Shoot. All right, then. Well, I'm just gonna end this one off on one of my favorite ones. My high school crush became a prostitute, and it's kind of fucked me up, cause I realized all the stuff I could have been doing to her to get her attention, all I could have did was just gave her $40. Thank you and have a great night. My name's Steven. You can follow me at Steven Jones Comedy. Steven Jones Comedy on IG.
Mr. Stephen Jones, everybody. Let's give him a nice round of applause. All right, everybody, we've got one more performer, one more comedian for you tonight, Mr. Andrew Chance. Let's give him a nice round of applause.
Thank you. I gotta say, man, I totally sympathize with you about not being able to remember the lyrics to your favorite song. I'm somebody that, like, I got music that I love, but I can never fucking remember. A lot of music, I'll just repeat the same thing over and over again because that's all I know. But I do want to take a moment to also make a shout out to one of my favorite songs by singing it as well. All right, so here we go. This is by Explosions in the Sky. Thank you. They're an instrumental band. Man. So, everybody's leaving, and that's the appropriate thing to do now that I'm up here. Oh, you remembered. Oh, see, okay, yeah. So that's one thing. A lot of people are nervous about giving about people doing pedophile jokes because they feel. Oh, well, thank you. Wow, man. I gotta come here next time and listen to that guy's music. See if it's worth anything. Wow. Oh man. So yeah, that was very direct. So the thing about it, I feel like a lot of people don't want to give platforms. They don't want to feel like they're giving a platform to pedophiles by allowing people to do jokes about pedophilia. But I think the thing is, pedophiles don't need a platform. They already have one. It's called the presidency. Bill Clinton, the Lolita Express. We're gonna find out. I don't know. If Ghislaine Maxwell can stay alive long enough to make it a trial, who knows? But here's what I think about my problem with pedophiles. Since we're already starting off on it, I wasn't going to go into this tonight, but I mean, I'll go ahead and say it. So the problem, in my opinion, with talking about pedophiles is that pedophiles is a word broken into two parts. Pedo means children. Philes, love. So it's the love of children. But pedophiles don't love children. They fuck children. And so I think that using the word pedophile is a perversion of the fucking term, right? Yeah, because look, okay, so a little more discussion about files. So I love movies. So I'm a cinephile, right? I love words. So I'm a logophile. I'm also a hippophile. Anybody know what that means I love? Nope. It means I love horses. Yeah. Hippo means horse, which means that a hippopotamus is really a horseopotamus. The more you know, right? Anyway, where was I? I was talking about my files. Yeah, okay, so my files. I love movies, words, horses. Now, the thing that all three of these have in common, for me personally, is that I don't molest any of them. You know, like, so why the hell are we calling pedophiles that? I mean, like, pedophiles do horrible things to kids, and they fucking destroy their lives. That doesn't show love. They don't know what it is to love a child, right? So I think that we need to reclaim this term. Because it's not a bad thing to love children. If you love children properly and let them grow up into being wonderful people, that's the goal at the end of the day, is for them to be great adults. So the more you love children, the more we can have a better world. So if we can pull back that term and start loving children more and kick those fucking perverts out from under that category, we got a better world ahead of us. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe a world full of happier people is not a better world. Who knows? What did you say, boring? Yeah. You got to have some fucked up people. Make life interesting. Yeah, for sure. Or else nobody would be up here talking about pedophiles. Man. So a few months ago, we all joined the ranks of Chuck Norris, Mike Tyson, and the Marines. Whenever every single one of us had hands that were lethal weapons. We couldn't even touch our faces anymore, man. Frickin' COVID. Freaking people out. You know what does really bad during COVID? Analog clocks. Because they can't keep their hands off their face. Man. It is stupid. I laughed at it and thought it was stupid when I thought of it too. But okay, so analog clocks. We got digital clock right here in front of me. I want to know, is anybody a fan of analog clocks? Got one, two fans of analog clocks? Who prefers digital clocks? Yeah. You young dudes prefer digital clocks. You know why? Because digital clocks are fucking easy. They just fucking give you the time. They're all like, it's 9:30. Come on. But man, analog clocks, you gotta work to get on in there and figure out what's going up with that analog clock. You gotta figure out which hand's bigger and littler. You know, you gotta look at that thing like, look, there's that big hand, man. Hanging on down on that 4. Okay, so it's 4. But it's not that simple. It's either 4 a.m. or 4 p.m. You gotta look out the fucking window to figure out what time it is. Whew. And then you got that big hand just going around. Right near that 7. But what does that mean? It's not 4 or 7. You got to figure out now. You got to have some conversation. Like, okay, 7 was 5. 5 for each. 7 times 5. Got to go back to fucking high school to figure that shit out. Yeah, I had remedial math. That's why I learned that in high school. So 7 times 5, you got 35. And you got 435, and now you know each other real well. Now you can get on about your day, thinking about that beautiful analog clock. Yeah, that's all I got on the clocks. I do dig an analog clock, though. Oh, cuckoo clock, grandfather clock. Man, there's something there for sure. I haven't figured it out yet. But grandfather clocks and hands and time, tie that into that pedophile joke. Man, speaking of time, though, man, I've been getting nervous about time because I feel like I'm getting old. You know, I just turned 25 last decade. And I thought by now that I would finally be somebody that had had anal sex, you know. It hasn't happened yet. You know, I'm 32 years old. I don't think it's going to happen. I feel like the older women get, the less likely they want to have a dick in their butt. Anybody agree? Yeah? It's like a young girl thing. You try something new out. You realize you don't like it. It's not for you. Most women, you know. So I got a girlfriend, and she's not into that. No. She doesn't want my dick in her butt. She tells me that it's because my dick's too big. But that's not true. I just don't have the heart to tell her she's got a tight little pussy. That's it. Man. But she said that I can have sex, only anal sex, with one person if I can find someone that's willing to just have anal. You know, the problem with that is, how the hell are you going to find a girl that just wants your dick in her butt? You know, they want to usually have regular sex. They want to get something out of it themselves. But I found a loophole. I found a girl out there who only has a butthole. She's also got a dick and a big set of balls, but we can work around that. It's a new era with new species. You like that one. Did I get Oh man, I'll be wrapping my head inside of that one. Hopefully. Not really. I don't want to fuck a tranny. Oh man. Oh, so in case you can't tell, I've got a therapist. She actually tells me that I need to be nicer to my girlfriend. So I said, okay, fine. How do I do that? And she said, just start with one compliment a day. I said, okay, I can do that. One compliment a day. Good. Wake up this morning, I'm just like, hey, babe, you're pretty. She said, so you don't think I'm beautiful? I said, nope, not today. That's tomorrow. Man, my therapist also said that she could cure me with exposure therapy. So I stood up, dropped my pants, and showed her my dick. She started laughing, and I do not feel any better. I feel worse. Hiding my dick all the time now. Man. Anybody here ever get depressed? You get excited about being depressed. Okay. Well, you ever get so depressed that you have to stop eating cherries? No. I do, because I just keep tying the stem into a noose. It's not good for me. It's a good thing they're small nooses. So I was over at the Kroger before I got here, and I saw somebody sagging his pants real low. You know, whenever people sag their pants so low that it's like below the bottom curve of the butt, and so you got the whole butt out there, and they're wearing like boxer briefs. That's something that like I can't do. I envy it though. I just don't have the confidence or the ass to do that, you know? If I did that shit, my underwear would just be like flapping in the wind. Like it was a fucking fitted sheet on a clothesline. Just man. It's got no ass. My ass is like a Ouija board, you know? Flat. Just the ghost of an ass. Do I have anything? Oh, yeah, I got something else. You guys see that gender reveal party that started a fire in California? Wildfire, gender reveal party. Insane. But that right there is evidence that gender is really a fluid thing, because that gender reveal party quickly turned into an IQ reveal party. Yeah, that's going to be one dumb baby. But it's also going to be one really fucking hot baby. Temperature-wise. Come on, guys. Temperature-wise. And since we worked our way back around to pedophilia, I'm going to end on that. Thank you.
All right, everybody, that's Mr. Andrew Chance. Let's give him a nice round of applause. I'd like to thank all of our performers for coming out, being a part of the show. Let's also give Bob a nice round of applause. If not for Bob, none of us would be here. Thank you very much. We do this every week, every Saturday night. So if you cannot make it out to Charlton's, then you can check us out, the originals at Charlton's online, which you're watching right now. We love everybody. Thank you very much for coming out, making it a successful night. And we'll be inside next week. All right, cool. You guys all be good. Be safe. Thank you very much.